Tesseption, and today we are doing another time-lapse video of this dungeon prison thing that I'm building. If you guys want to see me turn this monstrosity into this beautiful monstrosity, then stick around to watch. I'll also add random commentary here and there. See you later. Bye! This part of the dungeon that we're looking at here is supposed to be kind of like isolation, you know, like it's kind of off to the side, you know, you're not as involved with the people, you don't see people when they walk past, no one really walks past to go anywhere over there. With the dimensions that I made this, it's kind of off a little bit, and you'll see it later in the video. I have to get creative on this side that we're on right now to figure out what I'm going to do about, oh yeah, then I made doors. I'm smart, aren't I? You gotta figure out what to do because the measurements are all off. But, you know, we'll see how the future looks and what it holds. So I mentioned this in the last video, but I'm going to mention it again because I think it's an important piece of the puzzle. I wanted this to feel like a terrifying anybody could die, like prison dungeon thing. So dragging the entire prison cells and everything down to the lava only added like a fear factor to the atmosphere. Now, I started building a courtyard because I was thinking I would like to make more jail cells, but the more I looked at what I was building and the more I thought about what needed to go in there with weird measurements and stuff, I was thinking it would just be cooler and easier to build a courtyard, which is what I'm doing here. So after I finished the courtyard, I was facing an issue. I realized that I wasn't going to be able to build my prison around all the netherrack that was around, right? So, unfortunately, I would have to get rid of it, and originally I wanted to keep it there because it only looked more old and more structured to have all that there. But with what I was thinking and how I wanted it to look, it was almost impossible. So I just took it all out. So while I was recording and measuring and doing all the stuff that I had to do, and you didn't see it right then, maybe you did, I don't know, my internet completely cut out. So this build is about 3 hours long, just with what I've done now, and I'm not even completed with it yet, and over the course of like 2 days, right? So just remember that it's not as easy as it may look. see, there's a lot of jumping back and forth and up and down and constantly surveying what I'm doing. Because this build is so big and I don't know the exact measurements of it off the top of my head, I'm constantly checking to make sure everything looks even. I mean, I'm dropping up and down. It's just a constant thing. And it may not seem like it now. I think I went back and I fixed it. It may be in the video earlier on or maybe a little bit later. I miscounted by 1 like I usually do, and I had to go back and fix everything. So if you see that, just know that I'm trying hard.
If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, and dancing till the dawn. From the same branch and leaves, wild and free, living here in harmony. Don't you see? This is where you want to be. When you leave, the world is never what it seems. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa.
So this is kind of what I was saying before. The measurements are kind of off because of how the terrain is, and honestly I didn't better plan anything. I just kind of built something and I went with it. I'm trying to build a ladder section on both sides so that it's easier access on either side of the prison, you know, going up and down and all that good stuff. So unfortunately, because I have a really crappy mouse, it gave out and I couldn't build anything else and I had to cut it here. But this is basically the completed side of this wall. All I have to do is add in doors, levers, the rest of that wall right there. It's not like a big deal to add that in really quickly and then do door measurements all the way down. And the add ladders, and that'll be it. And then we'll be able to move on to the next side. And yeah, so that'll be part 3. It'll be the final complete version of just the dungeon. We have the entire top castle to build, so be ready for that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked this video, like, subscribe to me for more craziness and time lapses in the future. I'll ask some questions today in the comments below. Whoever gives the coolest comes back with a shout out on Twitter. And that's pretty much it. You guys have officially been accepted. I'll see you guys in the next video. Patreon. Yeah. Oh, this is a really bad thing for Patreon. Yeah. Yeah. Give a shout out to my Patreon. Yeah. Yeah. This is a really bad thing for Patreon. But shout out to you. Thank you.